What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. As I promised you this past weekend, guys, today we're gonna have a look at Kitties, that epic champion that everyone keeps in the vault. Now, nothing really changed with the champion recently. He's been like this for a very long time. I just never really had a chance to showcase this bad boy on the channel. And trust me when I'm telling you, he is the hardest hitting epic champion in the entire game. Hands down, zero competition from any other epic. Now he needs a bit of a setup. That's why he's not the best nuker in the game. Because if we're having a look at the damage, he's definitely the hardest hitting champion in the entire game, okay? Nobody can compete with his damage, including Tranda. Trust me when I'm telling you that. You'll be surprised to see what this bad boy can do. And some of you guys are like, who the heck is Kytis, right? Well, is this kind of like kitty cat, kitty, Night Revenant's Spirit Attack champion. His base attack is not crazy. The gear set that I actually have on him is not crazy. I haven't took the best gear and gave it to him. It's kind of like one of the decent savage sets that I have. It's not something that you're gonna get by farming the Far Knight in 2 days, but it's a decent set. It's not OP, let me put it like that, okay? What exactly is special about this champion? On the A1, Soul Reaper attacks one enemy, 85% chance to place a heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. Fully booked, that goes to 100%. The A2 places an increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks 4 times at random. The attack will be critical if the target has any buffs. So that means you don't really need crit rate as long as the enemy has buffs for this specific skill. If we're gonna have a look at the A3, Bleeding Wounds attacks all enemies 2 times, damage increases according to the amount of HP this champion has lost. This is a secret skill and only becomes available when this champion has lost 50% of their HP. Now, this is what makes this champion insane, with getting 30% damage from books. The multipliers are a bit confusing, so I'm not gonna walk you through it. It's only 1.3 attack, but then it gets multiplied with the amount of the HP he loses and all that. And no, Fury set is not better than Savage on him. If we're gonna have a look at the aura, increases ally HP in arena battles by 33%. I have him on a Savage and a Fatal set. I could have gave him a Cruel, give him more attack, ignore more defense, but I don't want to put him in the most OP gear because some of you guys will be like, well, it's all about the gear, when it's actually not. You know, it's kind of like that effect. You see the gear and you forget everything else. So, 5.5k attack. Keep in mind his base attack is pretty low, so you need to get attack boots. 136 speed, 100 crit rate, 263 crit damage. Now, I was probably able to take over 6k attack on him, 300 crit damage, Savage and Cruel. And yeah, that would have been like, okay, very crazy stats on him. Masteries, guys, we have offense and defense tree. You see, we have a very different path on the offense, and we're going all the way down to Helm Smasher. We're getting Opportunist, we're getting Stoke to Fury, we're getting Single Out, we're getting Bring It Down, everything that gives us extra damage, because we actually need to go on Grim Resolve instead of Heart of Glory. So that actually allows us to kind of make a different path here for masteries. We went with the defense tree for counter attack, which most probably we're not really gonna get to use it, you know. Now, if we're gonna go in the dragon, let's give it a try there on stage 23. Probably some of you guys watched the video that I made the other day with Yannicka, with Magnar, with Cleopteryx, and we've seen what sort of damage they dealt on stage 23. Not to say that the gear that we have on him is probably some of the gear we used on the other champions. A couple of pieces differently, just because I wanted to get that full crit rate. But if we go on stage 23, we're first gonna go in without having attack up. Now, the whole thing with this champion is that we need a reviver. The best reviver to run around with him in here is no one else but Cardinal, okay? If you have a Cardinal and you're wondering on what you could do for your arena team as an example, well, think about Kitties if you have one in your vault, okay? So he died. Let's revive. Check this out. You see, everybody's on full HP except this one. And now we have that secret skill available, which is on a 4-turn cooldown, attacks all enemies 2 times. Are we ready to see this madness? 123, 99, 117. We're just wrecking the waves. Magnar, Yannica, Cleopteryx. They're not one-shotting the waves, guys. Do you guys remember that from the other day? So look at this epic champion, how powerful he is. And that's without increased attack. Now, what if I'm gonna bring in increased attack? And let's see what is gonna happen with attack up. What sort of damage are we getting out of him? So we're actually gonna hit the same target multiple times, just in case if the damage gets spread around, we wanna see the damage on a single target, you know? We're gonna have to take a few turns before we can actually put that increased attack and revive him. That's kind of like the only problem with him. We need to revive him with under 50% HP in order to get that secret skill that deals so much damage. So it's harder to make it work. I'm thinking maybe to use him with a revive on that. I have Cardial, sorry. I do have Skytouch Shaman. The only problem with Skytouch Shaman is that when we revive and she's getting a turn afterwards, because we have no turn meter on the allies, she's gonna heal because of her passive. So that's gonna put him over 50% HP and we're losing the skill. So I could try with Cardial. Maybe we're gonna have a look to see if we can make anything happen. So let's get that down. We kind of want to kill that just before it kills Kitties. Okay, so we have increased attack. We have defense down. We don't have weaken on everybody. Seems like we got resisted before. But let's see what is going to happen. Maybe we're going to get to land it again with Venus, hopefully. Let's see. Come on, Venus. Yes, perfect. So hopefully we're going to have defense down and weaken on everyone right here. Okay, we got it. So check this out. They're still on full HP. This Faceless has tons of HP. The rest, they don't have as much. But look at the numbers. 175k, 153k, 180k. So was one hit 173k. Double that, guys, is over 300k in damage. Now, I remember testing Tranda on the very same stage with better stats, and she was doing less than this. She was doing at around 250, 260k, 270 maybe was the highest I've seen with both of the hits combined together. So just think about that. Kitties is actually insane when we're talking about damage. It's harder to set him up. Now moving over to Arena, guys, we have Cardinal in Stone Skin. We're gonna try that, and I'm gonna give it a go to see if I can make anything happen with the Cardial and Revive on that, and with Kitties. We gotta have a look at that as well if it's possible. It might be just a bad idea, you know, but we're gonna give it a go and see. So the whole idea, guys, you need to have a Cardinal mainly for this team to work with him, because he needs that setup. So we're gonna run Cardinal, we're gonna run a Gerptek, we're gonna run a Madame Series. Like this, we're gonna counter Swift Parry, we're gonna counter most of the things, plus we're gonna get to do a bit of extra damage. If we would have had a Lydia, for example, I could have run instead of Gerptek, I could have run, for example, Rakus, and then I would have increased attack from him, you know. But like this, we don't. And unfortunately, he didn't die, this champion here. Okay. Hopefully no Swift Parry. Okay, we got it actually on that Siffy. You see how everybody went down. Everybody went down, guys. That was absolutely crazy, huh? So what about if... Gonna try to do this. Hopefully Fear. Nice. And we gotta kill that Tranda, hopefully. Actually, Kaima reset it before, so we should be fine. Now, we actually had a bit of a bad luck, just for the simple fact that... what's his name? Gerptek didn't die. Tranda got weak hits on him, unfortunately. And that actually costed us, how you've noticed already, probably. But we should be more than capable to kill a Kaimar with my two champions here. We got that in. Now, let's look for some other sort of teams, right? We want to see something where they all die. We want to see something where they all die. As an example, this one right here looks perfect. Maybe if the Madame Series strips my Stone Skin, I might lose the fight. Hopefully, it won't happen. Beautiful. Everybody died. There we go. Bring them back to life. and check the damage out, okay? That's kind of like the main idea. I'm trying to think what other champion I could use for increased attack instead of Brackus. But I don't really have anyone in mind that doesn't increase the HP as well, you know? Check this out. 133k, that was only one hit, guys. The second hit didn't even went through. What about... Let's go against this guy as well. Why not? It might be a fun one. If this would be a damage hegemon, actually, I could use Brackus. Let's give it a go. Maybe it's not a damage hegemon. I have a feeling it might start with the A1, but let's give it a go and see what exactly is going to happen. If it's a damage hegemon, it might kill my Brackus. It's going to revive. Then Soulless is going to kill my entire team again. And then I can have them on point. Hopefully, that's going to be the case. Let's see. Damage. Nah, not even close. What is that? What is that? Okay, so I cannot put the increased attack. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to do it the traditional way without increased attack, which is fine. I just want to show you guys how powerful it is with increased attack. It's absolutely crazy. Let me see what other teams we're finding in here, guys, because we've just started. This could potentially be a good example, but then we have a Tormin, and my strat with Cardinal doesn't work against Tormin. Now, here we are. Here we are. There we go. Fix Arena. Let's fix Arena together. This might be the right call here. Damage. Why would you have a Lydia and you don't have a damage hegemon? Wow. Okay, I'm so confused right now. I am so confused. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's better. That's better. Because I was really starting to be like, what? Excuse me. Say what? Say what? There we go. Okay, we're gonna hit that Kaimar. Actually, we cannot. We gotta increase attack this time around. Check this out. 101k. The second hit didn't went through on that Duchess. We were gonna do 100k more again on that Duchess. So 200k is just obliterating any tank, man. I want to see a team with Ursa, guy. If we find one like that, and maybe we're gonna call it there with this composition. So I want to see a tanky team. This one right here could be a decent example, but there's no Duchess in there. We cannot attack Warlord because he's gonna lock my Cardinal. I don't have enough resistance for that. I'm still hoping that we'll find that team. There we go. I think this might be the one. This might literally be the one. What exactly is gonna happen against this team? What if I'm gonna take him out and bring in Brackus? Let's see. I'm gonna have increased attack, hopefully. Hopefully this is a damage hegemon. I'm hoping for it. Not even close. Nobody has damage hegemons anymore, man. Nobody has damage hegemons anymore. Kind of sad, huh? See all these farty pants hegemons just doing nothing in arena. But that happened with Candlefoam, so that's the good part about it. We can revive, strip the buffs. Now, if I'm not stripping the Stone Skin from Ursa, guys, pretty pointless that we actually looked for this team for such a long time. I'm actually gonna go in for that Candy. Put that increased attack. Swift parry procced on him, that's fine. Now, let's see. We have increased attack. We have that Ursa. She soaks so much damage, right? Let's see. Are we gonna manage to wreck them or no? 75k, 98k. They stood no chance. Literally no chance. So, as an idea, guys, this is actually pretty solid. It's all about setting the team up, you know? I've seen a lot of people trying to use the Cardinal team on a reset time against me, against different people. It might work against some, it might not work against others. It really depends what sort of team you're attacking, you know? But just as an idea, guys, that's kind of like the way it works. I'm actually gonna try to attack this guy as well. It's not gonna work against Foley because Foley brings in the block revive. We're just not gonna be able to revive after, you know? And that's gonna be on the entire team. If he strips the... Okay, let's see. That's the whole idea of having reaction on. That actually helps quite a lot. So we're gonna do this now. We do have an accurate protecting that Soulless. Get out of here. 19 seconds. Kitties puts everyone to sleep. Now, that was all for this team, guys. I'm gonna try to see if I can make anything happen with a Cardial. So I'll be back in a second. We're gonna give it a go with Cardial against this team. I don't think it's gonna work. I tried it against a few other teams and it's just not working. Either they have ally attack, either the hegemons, either something messes up something else in the team. Either they have too much thermitter manipulation and they're overlapping me too many times because I have to revive and all this. I could probably try something else instead of Kymar, but I'm hoping I'm gonna get to CC them once he revives, you know, which hopefully is gonna be the case. If I'm gonna CC them now, the whole problem is that that candy is not gonna kill my team, you know, and that's gonna be pretty bad for business. So I'm hoping for that candy to come in, kill my team, and afterwards I'm gonna just come back and get them down like this, you know. Okay, so we actually have a Kymar that survived here. So hopefully we're gonna do that. Gonna have to do this now and take that down. Try to do it like this. Okay, he went for it. I still have Kitties that's being provoked, which is kind of bad for business at the moment, but luckily I can do this, okay? So we actually managed to make it work. Hopefully he's gonna stay alive. Do not mess me up, game. Do not mess me up. Finally, we found a team that can work against it. Bang! We got him down just like that. But this is not something to try at home. You gotta perfect it. It's pretty hard to make it work. It's not gonna work against many teams, but just as an idea. But that was all for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about Kitties? I know it was showcased only with Cardinal, but that's because of his kit. It's all about that setup. If you want him to deal the damage that he deals, you need the setup. You could potentially build him as an idea on a Swift parry set and just pray for the best, 50-50. He might survive, he might not, he can nuke afterwards, but that's not something that I would really recommend you to do, you know, to rely on even more RNG. But yeah, that was all for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think of Kitties, and I'll catch you all soon in the next video. Much love, peace.